By pure chance, we arrived in Bali during one of the world's most unusual New Year celebrations. After all the noise, movement and ritual spectacle, the entire island suddenly shut down for 24 hours. No flights, no traffic, no mobile data and no going out.
In a world where real stillness almost never happens in everyday life, this felt deeply special. So this is the story of how we experienced our very first Nyepi.
Good morning! Today is Nyepi, the day of silence. Started at 6 a.m. and now 24 hours of complete silence.
Cell phone service is turned off on the whole island, which is crazy. There are no flights today.
No one is allowed to go outside. You shouldn't turn any lights on.
But Balinese New Year on Nyepi doesn't begin with silence. Before Bali goes quiet, people across the island take part in melasti, long processions carrying sacred temple objects into the sea for purification. And we landed right in the middle of it.
Let's go to Bali.
We made it to Bali! Let's go!
At first, we didn't really understand what we had landed in. We just felt like something big was happening here and we're sitting in the front row. Bali's New Year isn't one single event. It builds towards Nyepi through a whole sequence of rituals. In the days before, there are purification ceremonies, offerings, and preparations around the whole island. It's like the huge traffic jam, but we have a good view.
And now after a 10-hour journey and 2.5 hours of crazy traffic through Bali, we made it here to the Ecosphere Hotel. We have a pretty nice room, I would say, really island vibey. And we have an ocean view, a balcony here, and the pool is also included. Check out this ceremony at the beach. We already saw like this parade walking down there. Just to clarify, Nyepi is the silent day itself, but also the whole Balinese New Year, if I got that correct. And on the night before Nyepi, Bali erupts into Ogoh-Ogoh. Giant, demon-like figures are carried through the streets to drive out all the negative energies before the 24 hours of total silence. So here we are, today's the big day, today's Ogoh-Ogoh. Currently on our way to where this celebration starts. We have no clue what to expect, so we'll see what happens. After seeing all the build-up, the traffic, the ceremonies and all the hype of social media, we were really looking forward to seeing it with our own eyes. So we arrived at the spot where this apparently starts. I thought it's gonna start at 6, but I think it hasn't started yet. We'll see. There's already a lot going on here. They're using these long sticks to get the cables out of the way. Apparently it's starting!
Wow, scary.
It's like 7 now. Something is happening over there with fire and a light show. So we're moving for the first time now. It's like 2.5 hours after we thought that this is beginning, and apparently this parade is a little bit different than we expected. They're like moving from intersection to intersection, stopping them and doing like a big performance there. It's like super crowded. There are really a lot of people here. And honestly, this part was really interesting, but not in a spectacular or scary way that social media can make it look. It felt less like a perfectly choreographed tourist attraction and more like a huge village night. Like a spiritual ritual where just way too many people are attending, but it's fun, yeah. Locals out on the streets celebrating traditions, giving offerings, doing performances, and everyone knowing that tomorrow is gonna be the day where everything goes completely silent.
The only problem was that in the middle of Canggu it was so packed that it was super hard to experience the whole thing from start to finish, in a real authentic way. Everything took a long time because it isn't designed to entertain tourists, it's a real ceremony. Beautiful, interesting and worth seeing, but much messier, slower and more raw than the internet makes it seem. And at this point we were tired, surrounded by crowds, and going home just felt like the right thing to do.
This was our first Ogoh-Ogoh experience. We didn't really 100% understand it. Probably it goes on the whole night, but we're already really tired. We're gonna go to sleep and we'll see you tomorrow at the Silence Day.
Good morning. Today is Nyepi, the day of silence. Started at 6 a.m. and now 24 hours of complete silence.
Luckily our hotel left on the Wi-Fi, but the whole other cell phone service is turned off on the whole island, which is crazy. There are no flights today.
No one is allowed to go outside. You shouldn't turn any lights on, shouldn't play any music, you shouldn't be loud. Fortunately, in our hotel we can go down to the pool, and the restaurant is also open, and the spa area is also open. Let's enjoy Nyepi. Let's see what we're gonna do. We see a rainbow out there.
Wow.
It's Nyepi rainbow.
And this was the part that surprised us the most, because once everything stopped, it didn't feel like a burden. It actually felt relieving. In normal life, there's always something happening. Something to check, somewhere else to be. The feeling that if you slow down, you might be missing out on something. But here, for one day, it was nothing like this at all. Nobody was going anywhere. Nobody was ahead. Nobody was out doing anything more than us. Today, the whole island had agreed it's Silence Day. And that made this stillness feel very different. Not empty, not boring, not like you're missing out on something. It was more like space you normally would never get.
Let's get a massage.
That is really the core of Nyepi. Bali's Hindu New Year is not marked by partying, but by silence, introspection and the 4 restrictions. No fire or bright lights, no work, no travel and no entertainment. Experiencing even the visitor version of that from inside Bali made this whole idea feel very real.
After summer, this is us now, and we're ready for a massage.
We just finished the massage and the peeling. It was absolutely amazing. I fell asleep a few times.
And I can't believe just 2.5 hours went by. At the facial treatment, I fell asleep again. Just amazing.
Nyepi nyepi!
Wow.
Tomorrow at 6 a.m. everything is gonna go back to normal. Yeah, we had a great time. It was really something special.
We came into this expecting the biggest part of Nyepi is going to be the noise, the crowds, the statues, and all of that was really special. But the part that really stayed with us came after. The silence, the stillness, and the weird feeling that for one day, the whole world around us had permission to slow down. In everyday life, that almost never happens. So maybe that was our biggest takeaway from Bali's New Year. Sometimes doing less doesn't mean missing out. Sometimes a quiet day can be the part you remember most. What's the most unique New Year's experience you've ever witnessed? Write it in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and subscribe to this channel.
And if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're also gonna love the video you see here.
Enjoy the ride and see you in the next one.
See you.